Hey guys, so we have a TVP here with aAaPsiOniC versus MarineLorD. So we're going to start this game off. So far we know there's no crazy rushes going on. We have just normal mining going on everywhere. And yeah, so it's a TVP. We have some nice pretty looking geysers. So on this map, expansions are quite easy to defend. They're pretty close by. The mineral patches between the two bases are actually pretty close, so any drop type of harass between two bases will be easily defendable on both sides. Third base is the bases are actually pretty close, so the getting expansion will be pretty easy on this map. And then we have MarineLorD starting off by making a supply depot at his place, just kind of blocking it off. And we have just normal things going on right now, just making workers, chrono boosting our workers for aAaPsiOniC. And if we take a look at the center of this map, it's actually pretty quite open. We just have this like big hole in the middle that just kind of blocks any ground armies from going through, but other than that it's actually pretty quite normal. And then we have scouting across diagonally first. So this map seems to be a two-player map that spawns diagonal of each other. The probe doesn't really grab the wash tower for any reason. I guess aAaPsiOniC is not really worried about any proxy barracks or rushes or anything going on. So he's just sending a little probe to the other side, just trying to see what's going on in the Terran's base. And we have one base gas going on, so we might have a little bit of tech play going on. Not sure what kind of tech he might be going for, but he has his second supply depot coming out. Alright, blocks off the raises supply depot to block off the probe. Marine coming out, probe nowhere to go. Goes for the Marine. Marine kills off the probe, and we are having MarineLorD using the early gas for a reactor. So I guess he is going to pump out some Marines. Back on aAaPsiOniC side, on the Protoss space, we have the SCV scouting out, everything going on. The cybernetics core is just finishing off, so we're going to have the Stalker come out right after the Zealot. And the Zealot just kind of chases off the SCV. No extended scouting going on inside the Protoss space, but that's alright, because you're MarineLorD, you get to do whatever you want. Okay, so maybe aAaPsiOniC is saving up 400 for a Nexus, and once Nexus is ready, goes on, drops it right down, and then we have the SCV here just kind of scouting out in case there's any early rushes, 1 gate pushes coming out from the Protoss base. So that's some good scouting there, and both players are going for their command center, the first expansions. And we have I believe the turn started there slightly earlier, but nonetheless fairly similar. And there we have MarineLorD making use of his reactor, pumping out some Marines. And yes, we have 2 more Marines joining the first one, so the first one ain't lonely, ain't by himself. Okay, so we're still on 1 gas, and Protoss is also on 1 gas at the moment. And we have the mother core ship out, the mothership core. And the Reaper has a movement speed of 3.75, Stalker has 2.95, so the Reaper can vastly outrun these units from the Protoss. Really good harass units, but no, actually, oh, we have 1 probe kill there. We have 1 probe kill, and oh, maybe 1 Reaper is going to go down. Yes, 1 does go down, the other survives. Okay, and the Protoss force is moving out, and the Terran sees everything that's going on. The Reaper kind of outplays them and just kind of goes around them. Hey, it'd be fun to have like one of these jetpacks out. And look at the fire on that jetpack. That's some like a heavy. You know, I'd feel pretty warm if I had one of these on. I'd feel like I'd be getting fried like a sweet potato. Okay, but I guess he's fine. This Reaper is the man. He's the jetpack man. Where is he? Oh, he is going to explode. So that's what happens when Protoss flying laser beams shoots to your jetpacks and kind of kills you. Okay, and we have the mothership throws down a time warp for 75 energy. It slows all units for 50% movement speed. So that's going to save the mothership, and I think the Stalker was in range of that Widow Mine, but the Widow Mine takes half a second or so to actually damage a target, so it didn't quite damage target there. And you know, one interesting thing is Widow Mines actually do 35 damage versus shields, so I'm thinking that's talking about immortal shields. If it hits immortal, instead of taking the 10 damage, the immortal takes 35 damage. So we'll just have to see about that later on. And we had a medevac dropping, and it's killing off the pylon. Because I mean, like, who want to see pylons, right? Your turn, you want to see those pylons dead. And it has a speed boost going on. Let's see if it's going to do any draws, but I think the Protoss player knows what's going on, so I don't think this drop will do anything vastly effective. It's going in. We had a little bit of a skirmish going on here. The Terran player is coming out, sieging up, and it fires the first shot off. Will it get a Stalker? No, moves back in time. Good micro right there. Good timing, good reaction. The Protoss player is gathering adding some Zealots there. Pumping it back out, but it's on full retreat. Oh, there's a drop, and let's see. We have 4 or 5 kills. Let's see how many workers have been killed. Let's see. Income, units lost. Okay, Protoss forces have lost 850 amounts of resources. Terran is quite the more effective for now, and. Okay, we have all that going on, and both players have around 200 effective actions per minute, and effective actions per minute are ones that actually count. So no fake actions per minute. All these are legit. All right, so we have a little bit of a standoff. Terran players actually going for an expansion, so. He has a third. I don't see the Protoss forces doing anything expansion-wise, so they will have to. The main base is starting to run out of minerals, but he could add some more probes here actually, which he is doing at the moment. Not very probe saturated. Let's see how much what units they have. Units, and currently it's 42 probes versus 59 SCVs. So the Protoss forces behind, and if he could just land some force fields and trap those units, or even have the mothership core land a time warp past 75 energy, he could have killed half of those Marines there, only if it had the reaction time to land those force fields. And the Protoss forces should be chasing this, but decides to move back. I'm not sure why. If he continued chasing, probably could have been able to pick off a few more Marines. But right now we have a staggering 130 supply for the Terran forces versus 113 for the Protoss. So the Terran is ahead in the macro game. We have the Protoss forces finally moving forward, and we have 2 medevacs actually coming in here. It's gonna actually be coming at a good time, and will actually slaughter the Protoss if they only went in, but they're stopping. They're stopping in a dead space. You know, oh, they're going in now. They should go into this drop. They could, if they knew where the Terran forces were, they could snipe off. Actually, Terran forces does know where the Protoss forces are. Could snipe off this Nexus, and he's going for it. No, actually decides not to. So kills the mothership core. No, actually doesn't do that either. Kills the Colossus, then kills the mothership core. But there is a 4-1 overcharge going on, so this drop will get nullified. The photon overcharge, how much does that damage that do? It does 20 damage, so it's not exactly huge. It's not exactly something you would call massively effective. And in the meantime, we have the entire Protoss fleet has been annihilated, and GG, aAaPsiOniC, GG's out of this game, and that is game. So double drop and failure of the main base attack from the Protoss player calls it an end. So that's the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. See you guys next time.